Character designs provided by Demon Artie. Be sure to check her out over on her social media platforms. Links to her Twitter and Instagram are going to be in the description down below. And the party doesn't stop because...
it's my birthday.
That's right, it's my birthday and all the gifts are for you. And we got another review here, episode 8 of season 2, Toadcatcher. Cool episode. It boggles my mind how this show has such good action. Like it has no business having such good action, and it's for all the silliness and the jokes and the family stuff. When they fight, it looks really cool, and of course, no one's gonna die or anything or get cut up and stuff. But there's some danger here. There's some sword play. We got some claws, and there's big scary monsters, and it's really cool. And this episode's 100% focused on Sasha. And remember, last time I saw her was in the end of the season finale, season 1, where she kind of let herself go, and and maybe you're better off without me. And they had their big fight. So she's out there training, jumping around, and pretty cool, doing pull-ups. Very, very military, running and doing all the cool stuff. And then there's like this reminded me so much of Last Airbender. Remember when they made the Melon Lord? It's a very similar. She has a bunch of little dummies set up that look like, of course, all of her good guy characters. And she's all beating the crap out of him, headbutting him, splitting him in half. But then she kind of pauses when she gets to the Anne dummy. But she kicks it, knocks it over. And she's like, whoo, man. But, she's happy, but you can still tell that she's super upset about everything that happened. And she still has that picture with, the BFFs. And I do love this. How the wind blew it over. Like the symbolism, it's so cool. I love it. But she's like, hey, Grimes, how was that last kick? He's not even watching. I guess he was supposed to be out there with her. They opened the door and he's just there. He's, remember Fat Thor from Endgame? And that's where he's at. He just gave up. So he grew a beard. He's drinking beer and watching Suspicion Island. That stupid show that Anne was watching that one time. And the whole freaking town was in on it. So he's totally into it. He doesn't care. He's not training. He doesn't care about being a warrior anymore. He's done because he lost everything. And Sasha's like, hey, there's a bounty on you now. What are you going to do when someone comes here and tries to get you? And he's like, yeah, whatever. We'll just deal with it then. I just don't really care. I just want to watch my show. Then 2 people bust in and they're going to do an attack. So Sasha's fighting them off. I love her sword. It's like flamingo pink. It's the coolest pink sword there ever was. And so people were telling me last season in the comments that flamingos eat frogs. So that makes sense. So that would be like a symbol for a frog killing weapon. Super cool. Didn't know that, but that's awesome. She's like, come on, Grimes, get up here and help me. He's like reaching for his sword or whatever. And he's like, you got it. You got this covered.
Nah, you got this.
And she's like, whatever, forget it, guys. It's over. So she set up a fake attack, and it's just the 2 people from the last time. Remember that guy that was trying? He walked out of the freaking fort and almost ruined everything. And then what's her face? These are fun characters. I love their voices. And she's like, oh, okay, I guess it's over. And then Grimes is like, I can't believe you did this. And he's all getting pissed off. Looks like everyone's suspicious because of the stupid Suspicion Island. Oh, Grimes. I like the fact that normally this would really piss him off, but he just doesn't care. He's depressed because he lost everything. He doesn't have his command anymore. He lost his army. The only people that stuck around are these 2. So he's like, whatever. I just don't care. If someone comes for me, they come for me. Freaking Cheeto dust. So gross. But yeah, he's just like, I didn't do just nothing. I grew this beard. That's all. That takes a lot of effort to sit around and grow a beard. But Sasha's like, you got to get out. You got to start fighting. Stop feeling bad for yourself. But he's like, whatever. I'm just, he burps right in her face.
But I'm sure I can still lick whoever Newtopia sends after me.
So we got Sasha trying to be the motivator, because that's what she does. She's like the leader. She likes to tell people what to do, get them doing stuff. But Grimes just isn't having any of it. She sends off the other 2 to go, get out of here, go get some food or something. So they go into this town, and then we see what seems to be a new character. They got a tail. So I'm like, okay, it's probably a new character. We get the shadow, it's all a big reveal, whatever. And super cool character design. I like her. I like her look. Her big old crazy eyes and sharp teeth superiority. I'm all about that. And she's super loud and brash and it's cool. General Yunnan And she has to introduce herself. Like she has to do the big introduction. Oh, the warrior of the war in the sands, the defeater of someone the ravenous, like just all these titles. And she does like all these like poses. Ginyu Force? Kind of, maybe. Little Captain Ginyu going on here. So she keeps trying to like, and everyone's like, okay, yeah, and she's like, oh, I hate being out here in the boonies because everyone knows who she is. So she likes being praised. And that can be, she has like a vanity about that and it kind of gets used against her. So then people are like, oh, okay. So she's looking for Grimes and she kind of hears people talking, hey, isn't that warrior Toad that was like a gladiator and worked his way up? So I guess we get that little bit of tidbit of history of Grimes. I guess he must have been a slave and you throw your slaves into the gladiator pits and he fought his way and won his freedom and became a general. Okay, so yeah, it's a backstory. He got some stuff there. That's probably where he got his scar and everything. But then, lo and behold, the two knuckleheads come walking in, and of course they're talking loud as hell. Oh, Grimes is, I can't believe it. And then she walks over, like pretending to be the server, and it's so who are you talking about? Oh, I'm not talking about anybody, But she has to like introduce herself, and like they don't know who she is. Like, well, okay, are you the server? Like, why are you talking like this? Hey, I've been looking for this Grimes guy, and then look at this. I love the whole like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure you were talking about a guy named Grimes. I heard you. No, I didn't say that. Or, well, I guess I'm going to just go. She like does a cartwheel out of the building.
I've done all I can here. I will continue my search elsewhere. General Yunnan, away!
And then like dum-dums, they're just like, oh, geez, Grimes is going to, I'm glad we didn't talk about where Grimes is hiding out at the old mill. Like, why would you say that? Like, give out everything. And of course, she was like hiding up in the rafters and she got us like, oh, she's going to go after him now. And she's, pretty badass. I love the armor. It's such a cool design. And she has like, Wolverine claws. Like, they just pop out. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty cool weapon. Get back to Sasha and she's training and she wants Grimes to train too, but he's not going to. Then we hear like a whistle. Super cool. I like that entrance. It's such it really sets the tone for the character. I really, really think it's really cool.
Secondly,
Wait, do you hear that?
And then Grimes like, oh crap, that armor. She's from Utopia. She's probably here to get me. Then she does her big old giant, our introduction again. She does it like 3 or 4 times. Then Grimes, she's like, oh my goodness, you're the great General Grimes that I'm supposed to come after. And he's like drinking a beer and he's like burping. Okay, so here I am. It just doesn't even, it'd be like thinking you're going to find Chris Hemsworth and then you find Danny DeVito. It's just like, who the hell is this guy? But he's like, fine, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to, if they want me to get you, I'm going to come get you. Then Sasha's like, we got to get the hell out of here. We can't fight this chick. So they take off running. And then Yunnan's like, hey, I'll give him a head start, make a game out of it. And of course, she's trained. So she's jumping over things, swinging on branches. And I love the cutback. He can't even grab the vine. Like he's at the beginning of the jump and he's like, oh, come on. He's like trying his best, but he's completely out of shape. She's running, dodging under branches. He's getting hit by him. And he's just like, you need to talk about why you're so upset, why you're so focused on training. Oh, it's because I lost that battle. He's like, no, you're not sad because you lost that battle. You're sad because you lost a friend. And that you can't, in the relationship that you have with Anne is never going to be the same. She stood up to you. But look at his face. And that realization that I was bullying my friend. And that our relationship was bully and the subordinate, and I was like the master. I chose everything. I made her do things, and I wasn't a very good friend. Then she's like, it kind of stings. And then he's super nice of Grimes. He's like, hey, because they get to like an edge, and she's about to fall off, and he grabs her, and he's like, hey, fight's over. Go. She just wants me. You don't need to be involved in this. You can just, save yourself. And she's like, no. I lost one friend already, and you're the only person I can count on right now, and I'm not going to lose another friend. I'm like, oh, that was really cool. Like, even Graham's like, oh, damn, I didn't expect you to do that, because she's been kind of ruthless, but she is loyal in her own way. I think she learned a lot from that last battle, even though she's going to try to turn it on Anne because of the way she's still kind of like mad at her. But she made you a better person, Sasha. Like, you gotta think about that. Of course, Yunnan shows up and she does her freaking giant speech again. And Sasha's like, my God, do you have to keep doing that? Please stop doing that. So the fight's on. Grimes just grabs a stick. It's better than nothing. And again, such a cool, action scene. It's, it's not the most amazing one ever, but it's way cooler than it needed to be for this type of show. It's pretty cool. I like her, Yunnan's weapons. The 2 claws are pretty cool looking. And Sasha has her cool sword and they're going back and forth. And Sasha's able to shatter her claws because her sword is that badass. And then you see Yunnan kind of struggling, like she's actually sweating. And Sasha notices that, oh, wow, you're actually struggling. You didn't think you'd meet your match here. But she's able to use her tail, flip her over, knock her on the ground, and has her at point. And this is where, your hubris, your stupidity is your downfall. Sasha's like, oh, wow, he looks like you got me. But what was your name again? I don't remember. Then she has to do the whole, I'm, General Yunnan, the youngest new to ever, goes all the things. And that's enough time for Grimes to get up behind her and just knock her into the river. And it's funny because as she's falling, she's still talking. And then they kind of give themselves their own stupid titles, captain of the cheerleader squad and all this stuff. Those names are stupid.
I'm Captain Grime, drinker of bog grog, grower of beards, and watcher of Suspicion Island.
What? Those titles are weak!
She's like floating down the river. But yeah, that's enough to get Grimes like pumped again. Like, yeah, I'm ready for more battle. I'm gonna start training again. And you know what? Screw taking over the valley. Let's make an army. We're gonna march on Newtopia. We're gonna take over the capital. And it's about time that a Toad is in charge and not a New. I'm like, oh damn! It looks like they have their mission. So they're both going to Newtopia. Anne's going there to find out about the box. Sasha's going there to conquer it. And then, what a cool look right here. That's like a, I found my journey. And then she looks out and she's like, oh man, I found my purpose here. And it's not over between you and me. And like a crazy person, she like rubs like the scar on her face and is like, I'm thinking of you. Cool episode. Great action. New character, General Yunnan. Super cool. Love her design. Spiky teeth. Love it. Here's the thing. Sasha's redemption. This is what people were talking about this. Again, I do my very best not to do any spoilers. So I'm literally just watched this episode. So I don't know where it's going. She's still a little girl, guys. She's not like some adult that's killed millions of people and then, I'm just redeemed because I'm a good person now. She's still a kid and she's still growing and having emotions and thoughts and feelings that she doesn't quite understand. And she's still becoming the woman she's going to become. So if she does, kind of, because she did learn a little bit from this. Even that little talk from Grimes, you lost your friend and you were a bully and you did push her around and all those kinds of things. And she does know that now. So hopefully, maybe you meet Anne and instead of trying to kill her, you realize it may be the way that you found friendship with Grimes, she found friendship with these frogs and they're not the enemy. Like you don't have to destroy them. So that's, got some character development for Sasha. Grimes went through like a down spot. Now he's coming back up. New character. Super cool episode. See you guys in episode 9.
Scourge of the Sand Wars, defeater of Wait, you're Grime? The fiercest fighter of the Colosseum?
Yep, that's me.
That's in here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, you can contact us on any of the social media platforms in the description down below. And while you're here, be sure to click on one of the videos over on the right.